Hey guys! So I have something really important to tell you. Something that was really cool. But I don't remember what it was. I really can't remember. I'm a vegetarian. I'm writing a book drive. Right! I dyed my hair invisible. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Why did I cut my hair? Because I felt like it. No, but really, I'm gonna blame Lauren Fairweather. Some of you probably know her. I started watching her videos about 2 or 3 months ago, and I think the first video I ever saw was her video on why she cut her hair. And then after that, I just started looking up all the videos on YouTube that have people with pixie cuts, and the idea grew on me. So a couple weeks ago I went and cut my hair. So a couple of reasons I personally did it. A couple months ago I had my hair like down to here, and then I cut off 9 inches and donated that to Pantene's Beautiful Lengths, which I think I talked about in a previous video. And then after a while this hair, it just wasn't doing it for me. It wouldn't really do much. It was just flat and like... So I got layers cut into it, and then after that it was just, I don't know, I just didn't feel like having hair in my face anymore, and I wanted to cut it. One of the bigger parts of my life is that I'm a dancer. I've done classical ballet for the last 12 years. So obviously in those 12 years I've always had my hair really long because it's always had to be in a bun on the top of my head. I love dancing, I absolutely love it. It literally like runs my life. Like one of my college essays I wrote about where I feel most at home, and I wrote about how the dance studio is where I feel most at home. Dance motivates me to do my best in every aspect of my life, and is perhaps the reason I pursue my goals much as a bull charges at red cloth. Dance is obviously a big part of my life. I usually dance between 10 to 15 hours a week, which for me isn't really a lot, but for other people it's obviously like, what? I have done dance intensives where I dance 50 hours a week, so that's 10 hours a day for 4 weeks. So I spent one of my Julys a couple of years ago just dancing 200 hours for the entire month. A couple of weeks ago I was dancing only about 10 hours a week, but mid-March is when we had our ballet performance of The Sleeping Beauty, and that performance was awesome. But even leading up to it and just after it, I just generally wasn't feeling very motivated, and it was kind of taking an effect on every aspect of my life. So I went through the performance. It was awesome. Just saying, I had a lot of fun. And I got to wear a big sparkly tutu. Once the show was over, it was really hard for me to get back to class. And I just kind of didn't go for a week, and during that week I had my little existential crisis that teenagers seem to have on a weekly basis. I don't know why. Like, we have better things to do with our time, Post-its, than have existential crises. That's why I made that Netflix video before this one, because Netflixitis was beginning to take hold of me because I didn't really want to face the problem. It's a very important thing to face your problems, because if you don't face them head on, they're likely to just accumulate in your mind, and then you'll just explode like a watermelon eventually, and it's not pretty. Pink guts everywhere. I don't know. I don't feel like having that happen. It might mess up my posters. Yeah. I decided to take a break from dance, which it's not unheard of. What I was experiencing, in hindsight, I can see it that I was experiencing something called burnout, where you just overwork yourself way too much. And I tend to do that because I'm a slight overachiever. I tend to sign up for more projects than I can actually handle, even though usually things just turn out fine in the end. But I needed a break. I needed a break from dance, and it was kind of sad. It was like, And it also leads into, I'm going to college in the fall. My life is gonna change. My life as a dancer is going to change as well. I I used to have the intention of going professional, but since then I've grown more into my writing and video editing stuff. I will always be a dancer, but for the time being, I'm just kind of feeling my way around and trying to figure out what my identity with dance will be in the future. And I'm just gonna go with it, you know? What happens, happens. Let me bring that back around to this. I cut my hair because I needed it to happen. It just seemed like something that needed to occur in my life. When I was in the salon chair, I wasn't exactly terrified. A lot of the questions I get were, was I scared? Was I nervous to get my hair cut? And I'd like to say I was, but I really wasn't. I was like, it was something that I needed to do, and I was ready to do it. I wasn't like scared to chop off my hair. Worst case scenario, it grows back again. Yeah, that's why I cut my hair. And I'm really liking it so far. Do you have any idea how much better it is to brush my teeth now? Like, I don't have like hair falling into my mouth and then suffocating me as I'm trying to clean my teeth every morning and every night. Like, it's awesome.